Hey friends, welcome to Beyond Travel. My name is Marcin, and in today's video I want to share with you some of the good things and a few bad things about staying in Saranda for winter for a longer period of time. Me and my wife normally we live in Tenerife, but this winter we decided to come to Saranda in Albania for the months of November, December and January. And there are a couple of things that we loved and a few things that we didn't like, which I'm gonna share at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around until the end. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room, which is the crowds. The main problem about coming to Saranda in summer. Well, in winter, it is pretty much non-existent. You have so much more space. The promenade, the streets, driving a car is way easier. And what I've been also told by some of the restaurants is that in summer, you might have to wait for the table up to 2 hours. Well, in winter, you come in and you sit and you are being served straight away. There is no problem with that. So that, I think, is one of the biggest benefits that you can experience while coming here for winter. Number 2 on our list is the crystal clear waters of the sea here. And it's slightly connected to number 1 because there are just less people in the sea and on the beach. You don't have to fight for the every square meter with your towel. And you might know that there are just a few public beaches in Saranda, and most of the time during summer they are packed with people, as many people come here on their own and they don't have the access to the private beaches that the hotels offer. So if this is the case, you want to come here on your own, when you come in winter, the beach will be pretty much just for you. There will be just a few random people, some stray dogs here and there, but don't worry, they are all friendly and you have a really quiet and peaceful time. And the views are absolutely spectacular. The sea line is clear, there are no jet skis, there are no people in the sea, so you really enjoy this moment of tranquility. If this is what you are after, then winter in Saranda might be what you are looking for. Next on our list is the food, or the quality of food that is available here in Saranda, and I'm talking particularly about 2 of those foods, but more on that in a second. Now, if you come here in winter, you might see that there are less restaurants open and you might have to cook more at home. But the quality of vegetables, particularly as me and my wife, we are vegetarians, the quality of vegetables here is absolutely amazing. We enjoyed really so much cooking those vegetables at home and eating at home because it tastes just so good. But 2 of the things that I absolutely love about Saranda are the olives and feta cheese. It's everywhere, it's cheap and it's delicious. So if you are here in Saranda, make sure you go to the local market by the Saranda port to buy some olives, because that's where I found they are the best. Next on our list is the weather. And obviously that depends where you are coming from or what is it that you like. If you love the hot weather, then winter will be too cold for you. But for most of the time of the 3 months that we stayed here, we had a beautiful weather, sunny days and a temperature in the high teens, almost reaching 20 degrees. Now obviously there are chances that you're gonna get a weather like that, which happened to us maybe 2 or 3 times and lasted for 5 to 6 days. So if you are coming here for a short period of time and are very unlucky, you might get this kind of weather and that will totally ruin your holidays. But if you're coming for a long time, you will see countless amount of beautiful sunsets over the Corfu with cloudless sky and a temperature high enough to go for a swim. So I highly recommend checking it out in winter, as like I said earlier, there are less people, the beach is to yourself, the water is crystal clear, and the temperature is good enough for a swim. Finally, the last point of the things that we loved being here in Saranda during winter are the prices and the availability. Now, let's first talk about the prices. Obviously, the prices are lower because there are less people, so there is less demand. And I've talked about this with several people. They all confirm that the prices can get pretty expensive here. And in winter, it's more down to earth. Then second part is the availability. The availability in the hotels, I experienced this not only in Saranda, but also in different places like Berat or Gjirokastër, where you have just a wider choice and more discounts in the hotels if you are planning to travel around a little bit around the country. That is something to consider. Of course, you cannot stay in the camping sites in winter, but you have a bigger choice of hotels at better prices. So if you are on a budget, I think coming in winter is a very good option because you will definitely save money, but also enjoy good weather, good food, and all the other benefits of Saranda, like these views. Now, let's talk about the things that we didn't like so much about living here in Saranda. And there are only two things I want to share with you. One of them is also connected to the first point I made about the things that I like about being here in Saranda. And that is that there's less people, and so therefore there are less places open. Less places open means less choice. So if you like to go out, if you like to go to a club or go to restaurants, now coming in winter might not be the best option because there are just less options available. We are vegetarians and therefore we had to cook more at home because there are less places open. If you are also a digital nomad and work online, this is also a problem because you don't have that many cafes that offer good internet and possibility to stay all day and work. Which leads me to a second point that we didn't like that much, and that is that people still smoke inside here. Smoking indoors is still allowed here in Albania, and every restaurant pretty much allows that. So that is a big problem, particularly if you're a non-smoker, and also in the evenings. As the temperature drops, less places offer tables outside, and you don't want to really sit outside in the evening. So when you go inside, there is a big cloud of smoke in pretty much every bar, and that can be really putting off. If you're sensitive to smoke or just hate that kind of environment, that would probably put you off completely from going outside in the evening. So think about that if you're thinking about coming here for a longer period of time during winter. And these are the main things that we learned, loved, and disliked about staying in Albania for winter. Let me know in the comments, did I miss anything? Would you add anything else? Or are you planning to come to Albania in winter? And if you are, make sure you check out this video where I share some tips and destinations and ideas for a road trip between Tirana and Saranda. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.